Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
Ball's moving in front. Kesselring wins it! Rex in effect!
Micaiah Benjamin Castle gets it into the box. It got all the way through. Passia with a chance, and he puts it home.
Quick snap, Parks up the middle into the end zone for the Bruins touchdown.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
I was on a roll there. to see Brady G. Johnson out there.
Yeah.
He was on the bench in a sport coat and a tie, he was very
No
animated.
helmet, though, I noticed.
He had a helmet on.
Oh.
Some of the pictures he didn't, but
Hey, Coach.
what's up, Benny?
And welcome to Lakeshore Ice Arena here in Greece, New York, just north of Rochester. I know the backdrop's a little different, Steve. Usually at home games at the David M. McCarthy Memorial Arena, but today in Rochester, New York, here for an outstanding, epic high school hockey game. Two rivalries, a historic rivalry, Steve. B&D United, Aquinas, coaches know each other, players know each other. Steve, we got the makings of a great one today.
Yeah, Section 5 hockey at its finest here, Class B in Rochester, New York here today. B&D coming into this one, Eric, 7-4-2, and Aquinas 8-5-0. They're coming off a late night win last night in Syracuse against Christian Brothers Academy. I was told by Mike Dozier that they got in around midnight last night, so I'm sure Coach Staley will recognize that and try to take care of it. Joe Fianacca Jr. in the house tonight here. Section 5 legend.
Yep,
but yeah,
sir.
Eric, this is a big one. We're starting to head into sectionals.
Yep.
B&D gets a huge boost tonight. Brady Johnson back in the lineup after being on concussion protocol. He's missed the last two. He was on the bench. He was very animated on the bench. He's showing his senior leadership, but they get him back in the lineup tonight, and they're going to put him on defense. That's going to be a big comeback for him tonight in this one.
And Steve, they're going to need him. This Aquinas team is solid. They've been playing great hockey, coming off a loss to McQuaid, who's outstanding hockey program. But last night against a very difficult Christian Brothers Academy in Syracuse, coming off a victory last night, getting back here at 12. So look at you're coming off 12 hours of rest. The equipment's wet, equipment's cold. But that being said, this is a hot team right now. Mikey Dossier, Ari, help me with the back.
Millers. Aries Miller.
Unbelievable duo right there. They just come at you. They come at you, and they come at you. We talked about it last time, Steve. We'll talk about it again. This is a team that pressures you with a solid 2-1-2 forecheck. They come how they stack it, they spread it. They do a really nice job. You have to make very quick decisions against them, and they're not afraid to take chances. You can take advantage of those opportunities, turn it back into transition. We saw that in the first game, had opportunities. A barn burner in the last game between these teams.
Yeah.
Sammy Pies, the call maybe of the year.
The call of the year. Eric Schiffhauser on that call. The last meeting these two teams played was at the David M. McCarthy Memorial Arena back in Batavia. It was a 6-6 late in that one.
Yeah.
B&D down on a 5-on-3. Sammy Pies chipped it off the wall, buried it top shelf. B&D got a very emotional win that night. And the last time these two teams played here, Eric, was last year. Jake Hutchins lights the lamp in overtime.
Yeah.
The celebration broke the glass.
Yep.
And I think Aquinas tried to build the Batavia City Schools for that. But all's well that ends well. But it looks like we're getting ready to go down to
we'll go down to center ice
Summer
for the
and,
national anthem.
Yeah, great.
Looking forward to this one, Steve.
All right.
Defense, number 8, Brady Johnson. On defense, number 18, Luke Staley. In goal for B&D, number 31, Ronnie Tanner. The head coaches for Batavia are John Curwood and John Staley. Now for the starting lineup for Aquinas. At forward, number 10, Brian Carmody. At forward, number 25, Mikey Dozier. At forward, number 26, Aries Miller. On defense, number 3, Caleb Wood. On defense, number 8, Jonathan Blankenberg. In goal for Aquinas, number 28, Reagan Gray. The head coach for Aquinas is Chuck Dozier. He's assisted by Ryan Shannon, Marciano Chinappi, and Alex Terry. At this time, we ask you please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the American flag located at the south side of the rink for the playing of our national anthem.
And so here we go. We're set to face off here, Steve. The fans have crowded in here very quickly. I think they were in the penalty box for a pregame refreshment. And I got to tell you, though, Steve, this was a storied rivalry for years. I got to tell you, I feel like I'm in the friendly confines after spending a lot of time with the Dozier family this morning. And, you know, Chuck, Mike, their dad. And, of course, we'll see Mikey, of course, his cousin, Cam Hall, I believe is his name. And their sister, who's Cam's mom.
That'd be Lucy.
I mean, it's been a family affair for us, for crying out loud. It's been amazing.
By the way, stay tuned. After period 2, we are going to have Mike Dozier, the grandfather, Mike Dozier, that is, to be our second period intermission guest. Just a great family, the Dozier family. And Eric, you're right. Aquinas is a hockey name in high school hockey, just like McQuaid. And B&D and Aquinas in a big one here today. This is going to be a lot of fun. We're right in the middle of the Aquinas and the B&D fans.
We are
starting to heat up in here. And as we make the run towards sectionals, this one becomes big.
Yep.
And Coach Mark Staley, Coach Kirkwood, they want this team to be Nashi, not on score sheet type of things. Buy into the system. And we are underway. Jamison Motika going to get at the center, and Chip and Chase goes down into the Aquinas zone. First man back. Oh, I got to get out of the way here a little bit. So B&D trying to keep the heat on in the Aquinas zone. Taken there by Motika, right on, and that one's pushed aside by Reagan Gray. Can't get it out, comes back to the point. Can they get it through? That one hit a leg in front, and here comes Dozier out of his own end. Gets it into the B&D zone. Watch there by Johnson, who's playing defense here today. Brady Johnson playing defense. And now Motika going to try to chip it out. He'll get it to center, comes off a skate. Now Hutchins looking for Sammy Pies, and that one just missed his stick, but a nice look. And that one,
I thought
it hit the bench. It didn't. First man back in the zone is Berger. Takes a shoulder check, takes a look. Berger looking for the stretch. Going to find his man. Cummings over the line. Chase Cummings going to jam.
Oh, Chase Cummings. One. Oh, my.
That was the stretch that got through. Oh, sorry, Spence.
Yeah, he was, I got to tell you, he was standing here. It took him a while to get that pass and got through.
Well, 73 has just been playing with more confidence each and every game, and that is huge for this team as we head to make a sectional run. So early, 1-0 United.
Just the start they wanted, Steve. You can see that this B&D team came out trapping a little bit, trying to make that high-scoring line work a little bit against them and frustrate them a little bit. That's the idea behind the trap. So we'll see if they continue to do that, Steve.
So now Champ, the freshman, now B&D in their own zone. Looking for the stretch, but that one intercepted there by Conte. Right on Tanner, and that rebound came out, flashing the pad there. So now Aquinas trying to set up a little forecheck. That one hit the netting. We'll have a whistle. 15:47, early first, 1-0 United. Chase Cummings lights the lamp here early.
First goal scored by number 73, Chase Cummings. Assisted by number 23, Liam Berger.
Yeah, Berger with a nice stretch there.
He
got through.
He put the all-beef patty special sauce lettuce cheese on that pass, and it got through to the effective Chase Cummings.
Dozier on the draw with Sammy Pies. Dozier gets it back and going to throw it back down. Now Buchholz down there. Watch there with Blankenberg. Aquinas trying to gain possession now and goes in the corner. There's Mikey Dozier once again. Dozier going to jam. Oh, nice pass out front. Taken back there by Wood. Wood, can he get it through? No, he can't. Sammy Pie is going to try to skate it out of the zone, but a nice play by Dozier. And he'll keep it in on the half wall. And Brady Johnson going to step into his man. And here come Aquinas again, trying to get it down low. Buchholz goes to the wall there with his man. Dozier now down low. Dozier makes one man miss, comes to the slot, and here we go. Sammy Pie's going to break it out. He will get it out. Sammy Pie's over the line. Sammy Pie's going to jam. He's going to walk through, and Reagan Gray going to set it by, and Sammy Pie's going to throw his weight down low. And I keep getting in Spencer White's way here. Oh, that went off the side of the net. Now Hutchins going to keep it down low. B&D makes a player change. Motika doing the dirty work in the corner, watched by his man, and intercepted there by Ryan Carmody. Carmody over the line. He's 1-on-4. Good stick. And now in transition, Hutchins going to slow it down and gives it back to Liam Berger. Or that was Miller. I think you're right there. Ooh, got to be careful. Too many men. Not going to get called there. Now Aquinas trying to gain the line. They'll throw it down low. First man back, Brady Johnson. Brady Johnson watched there by Conti. Now Cummings on the half wall. That's a good breakout look, but intercepted by Aquinas. They'll keep it in. And now Brady Johnson once again gains center. That one intercepted once again. by Conti. And now Aquinas going to set it back down, but they're B&D in transition once again. Champ going to flip that one in. Cummings.
And here's a look at that trap.
Here's the trap right now early, Eric.
That
looks
like a 1-1-3. 1-1-3 right there, Steve.
Ooh, nice pass up front, intercepted, and Luke Staley takes over in his own end. Staley now for Berger. Berger going to go high glass, and now Cummings going to try to win that puck battle, but taken there by Wood. And now it's thrown back down into the Aquinas zone. First man back there is QC. Blake QC going to reverse it for his man, and up on the wall there now is Smola, and thrown back down. Reagan Gray gonna, got to be careful there, and face-off will come out in the Aquinas zone with 13:33 to here to go.
Yeah. So both teams feeling each other out, but you know, when a team comes off a great game the way that Aquinas came out last night, I got to tell you, you know, that you have to take advantage early, and then you know you got to expect that by the third period it begins to take its impact. Do that. Those road trips are tough. That's why tournaments are so tough, Steve.
Now Miller trying to get it to Dozier, but here's transition again. Motika very dangerous. Still playing the music during play as well, and Motika right on. Big save by Gray, trying to keep it in. DJ can't turn the tunes off, and they're still playing. Now Dozier over the line, takes it in stride on his backhand. Dozier going to lower the shoulder, and a great defensive play rebound. Where is it? Comes off the back wall. Tanner never saw that one. And here we go again. That one going to miss everybody and come back on the icing. So big transition play there by Aquinas.
Yep. And we talked about it the first game, Steve. This is a very, very well coached team, clearly, right? They're going to find open space. Uh-oh.
Oh, Mr. Brightside.
We're hoping
we hope to hear this tomorrow in the fourth quarter.
I hope
at Orchard Park.
Steve.
Which Eric will be at the game.
Yeah.
With wife Jenny.
If they're playing this tomorrow, we're in a good spot.
Yeah, this is certainly.
Everybody's shaking their heads there. I could tell you they're playing against each other, but they are united in their support for the Bills, both teams today.
Big time. Now B&D in their own end. Got another stretch for Cummings. Got to hit him in his helmet. He'll try to chip it down deep, and intercepted there by Miller. And now Aquinas going to get it out of the zone. They will, but Cummings immediately throws it back where Aquinas takes over. Now Will Stevens with speed gains the line. Stevens going to throw it right on the cage. Great, and a little hard time handling the puck right now. Anything on net, got to recognize that. And can Aquinas get it out? They will. First man back, Maggio Bullholtz. Going to send that one right back down the ice. No icing, and first man back there from Equate is Bryce Miller. Miller in his own end. There's the stretch up for number 7, Davila. Now Davila looking to gain the line, can't do it, and B&D going to take over in their own end with Luke Staley. Staley, another stretch pass, looking for Hutchins. Goes into the zone. Motika goes to the wall there with Wood. Oh, looking for Sandy Price right out in front. That one goes right to the goaltender, Reagan Gray.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that got deflected in a way that nice look by that keeper right there. Name again, please.
Reagan Gray.
Yep, love it. Great goalie.
Reagan Gray, the junior goaltender for the Aquinas Little Irish.
Yep.
Face off in the zone. Hutchins on the draw there and thrown back down low. First man back is Miller. Miller going to leave it there. And Aquinas trying to gain the line with speed, but a nice defensive play now. Now Sandy Pies going to chip and chase there with Motika. Going to send that one in. That's Caleb Wood. Gets it up for Miller. Aries Miller now to an outlet, and then looking for Dozier. Dozier with speed. Dozier over the line. Dozier, look out. Going to cross it. Rebound. That one, I don't know if it caught a stick. It went high again. Tanner, where is it? They score.
Oh. Tanner was down on his knees. He just couldn't move.
Oh, wow.
And they're right back in it, just like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it looked like, well, the setup was there.
The goal horn.
Yeah, it looked like B&D was going to weather that, but then the puck just came back to the blue paint area and just a little loop-de-loop over the shoulder.
It's just tough when you get caught as a goalie like that, and you know Reese is a big kid, tall keeper. He's a great butterfly goaltender. When he gets down, though, when you get down, you don't understand until you put the pads on, and it's nearly impossible to play that position.
Big time.
So, 2 great ones here today.
All right, so knotted at 1, 11:14 here to go, period 1. Fendler out there with Bryce and Preston Veely right now. That one comes to Gray, and Gray going to hang on again, so face off to his left.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate bounce, but it was a nice transition play by Aquinas on the goal. Knotted at one, but B&D, you could definitely see, Aquinas traveling late last night and B&D trying to exploit that a little bit right now.
Yeah, a lot of speed they got to play with today. You can hear Coach Staley and Coach Kirkwood yelling it.
Eli Grice going to chip it down in, and watch there by Fendler. And, trying to get out. Got to be careful there. And Preston Veely in his own end gets it up on the wall there for Fendler. Fendler going to throw it back down low for Staley. Staley makes one man miss.
There.
Staley can't get it out.
Needs
That's kept in
support,
there by
though.
Aquinas. Got to be careful. That's Colin
That's that
Tracy.
open
Comes
space.
out in front again, and Aquinas putting on the heat. And they'll get it out now, Veely. And I think you got a penalty coming up. It looks like Luke Staley going to get the gate for interference behind the play. So Aquinas, after scoring a goal, now going to go to the power play. This is a big kill for B&D, Eric.
Here comes this lethal line. These two right here, 26, 25. You can see them.
That's
probably.
Miller and Dozier.
We're taking a look at the box right now, but you'll take a look at those two down there, and I'll tell you what, they're good. This is a solid pairing here, and they like to play the points sometimes too on this. Yep, and they're going to do that, and these guys can fire it from the point.
They are very good with the puck on their stick and trying to get possession. Look out, and Tanner had to flash the pad on that one. Now Miller, watch there nicely by Motika. They'll get it out, they will. Now Johnson. So now taken in his own zone, that's Wood. Wood for Dozier. Dozier looking for the entry, gain center. Dozier over the line. Dozier trying to walk through, and a good stick there by Brady Johnson. Can't get it out. Kept in there nicely by Aquinas. I believe that was Tyler Muir. And now Motika going to try to get it high off the glass. That one caromed and still in the zone, but I think it went out of play.
High stick.
Or a high stick, and they're going to bring the faceoff all the way down, which is huge for B&D because Aquinas looking to set up camp on that one.
Yeah. So listen, this is a great penalty kill line. You see this captaincy right here, right, Steve, and that they take charge.
Yeah, you got three of them out there right now with
the four horsemen we call them, Steve.
So big draw here, 126 on the power play, 9:56 to go, period one, knotted at one. And that one, Berger now going to take his time in his own end, takes a look, and there's the wrist shot all the way down, and first man back is Miller. Aries Miller going to leave it there for Mikey Dozier. Now Dozier trying to make Hutchins miss. Hutchins trying to cut the ice in half, and Dozier so low to the ice. Dozier's scary, Eric. Going to get it out front for Miller, and
right idea.
paddled aside there by Tanner, and a nice clear there with 57 seconds left. First man back, Miller again. Miller and Dozier, two quarterbacks on this power play, and now the captain, Miller. Miller gains center. Miller going to chip and chase, but a nice play there by Motika. Jamison Motika, very dangerous shorthanded. Motika going to lower his shoulder. Nice play there, watched by his man. And Aquinas going to take over. Nice play there by Caleb Wood on Motika. 29 seconds and an icing there, so B&D face-off going to come back down in the Aquinas zone, so weathering the storm thus far on this power play.
Yeah, you see just how dangerous. And the thing about that, Stephen, I'd go back. It's almost like when the great players come to men's league, but when guys like Yarmer Yard, you're like, how can they be so successful? They draw so much attention, and if you're out there on the ice, you just get caught. And it's a simple mistake to make, Steve, but. We'll see if they can weather this storm.
Great play off the face-off to get it back down low. Little sauce from Buchholz to Berger. And Berger, that one's going to send all the way down the ice. First man back there, but kept in by Champ. Champ, that's a good stick on him. Looking for a penalty, not going to get it. And here come Aquinas now. They got 8 seconds left in the power play. They gain the line. Aquinas over the line now, going to get it right to the crease. That one goes wide. Can they get it out? B&D, they will, and that'll do it for the power play. So 8:28 to go, period nice one, knotted at one, and not a lot of threat there. B&D doing a good job winning faceoffs, controlling the puck, and just killing time on that power play. So
I got to tell you, fan of the day though goes to one Jack.
Jack Grimshaw.
Jack Grimshaw. Oh my God! How did I space on that, Steve?
Probably watching Miss Rachel on the
Gotta
computer
be honest
right
with you,
now.
Jack, the king of cool, much cooler than any of the Hutchin boys, especially his dad, who is the king of cool himself.
That's funny. Louis Ferrari down low, takes a rough ride on the wall. Now B&D trying to get it out. That's Stevens. Now Berger going to send it across for Johnson. Champ trying to chip and go, and he will, but that one could go on net, and it will not. So icing going to come back in the B&D zone here.
You know, Steve, you get to this part of the season, and it's great to see names that were used sparingly at the beginning of the season playing more, getting more time, getting more minutes. That's just going to bode well for the organization.
Part of the process, if you will.
Absolutely. And especially going into the stretch of sectionals.
Well,
you got to have all phases working.
You got to earn it in practice. You got to buy in. You got to do the things that aren't on the score sheet that Mark Staley likes to call noshy things, not on score sheet. And Sammy Pie is going to chip and chase to himself. Going to get there. No, nice play there by Blanken. Motika. Oh, right. Rebound Gray. Rebound still loose. Going to find it there. Hutchins going to throw it back towards the KD. Gray going to spear one.
Yeah. Yep. So that's why they're lethal. They can turn it around. And I got to tell you, if you're this B&D team, Steve, you got to get Bucks to net today. He's not handling them as well as he usually does, and you got to convert those. So we talked about it the last game too. Those people are willing to play in that blue paint. They're going to convert opportunities. One of them,
absolutely, young
Samuel T. Pies.
Yeah, a lot of speed out there today. Both these teams, especially they're both top lines.
I'm sickening my blood in this Lakeshore rink, getting ready for tomorrow. 38 degrees today, Steve. 7 tomorrow.
Yeah.
We could be swimming in the pool today.
6:30 kickoff tomorrow. Derek, do we know the line on the game? I haven't known.
I think it's like -1 or something.
-1 Buffalo favored?
No.
Oh, Baltimore favored that one, Spence?
Yep.
Oh, here we go. Motika looking for Sammy Pies. Going to get it to the net. Rebound. Oh, and almost a fortuitous bounce, but now controlled.
Keeper's down.
Ray looked like he's...
I don't think he got hit. He just...
I think he's kind of
stretched out. He was stretching with his stick, Steve.
Yeah.
It looks like he's holding his hamstring.
Yeah, he's definitely in some pain right now. It looked like just came out to do a little poke check. I don't know if he toe picked or caught an edge, but...
Nobody hit him.
I think he's okay. Coaching staff going to come out and check on him. Chuck Dozier. Fortunate that the puck didn't end up in the back of the net, because when he came out, that puck was loose, and Motika and Sammy Pies were right there.
Yeah, there's Coach Chuck Dozier. Steve, if you look in the background, too, you see Mr. Nooch. The Nucitellis, just like Batavia has the touch of gray.
Yes.
This rink has the Nucitelli touch. They really came in and made this rink absolutely beautiful. They've done such a great job with it by comparison to what it was.
You and I...
that's no knock.
You and I go way back with this rink. They had the green ivy on the ceiling. You and I, alumni of the Tournament of Beers here, which is a fantastic weekend. They have a great bar in this arena. They have 2 rinks here. It's been around a long time. Nucitelli family doing a great job here.
Yeah, and the fans will go... He's back. It's good to see.
Yeah, Reagan Gray going to stay back in the pipes there.
That's good.
Appears to be okay. And face-off coming up in the Aquinas zone.
Just unfortunate. He's just going to reach for a puck, and I think he just maybe,
Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was a groin or a hamstring, but he looks like he's settled back in. Should be fine.
So, Ari Miller and Jamison Motika talking it out. Probably play alongside of each other. We talk about
these Rocco guys, these Batavia guys. That's a brotherhood, but when games like this, there's no brotherhood whatsoever. It's usually after the game. So here we go. B&D looking to gain possession in the zone, and good stick there by Sammy Pie. Is going to be a pest down low, and Aquinas going to get it out. First man back is Staley, but look out. Dozier over the line. Dozier going to jam. Dozier going to walk it. Look out. Tanner scores.
He went right.
The most dangerous player on the ice just buried it again.
Yep. He's a great player. And the Aquinas faithful on their feet.
Yeah. 2-1, a little Irish, and Mikey Dozier getting it done.
Yep, cannot get complacent with him. He's a great player. I think he went top shelf on the short side.
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell from our vantage point here. It looked like Tanner might have had it, but celebrated early on that one. So 2-1 Irish with 7:11 to go here, period 1.
Good to see. So, listen, we'll see if they're up to the task now.
Bentley, watched there by his man Conti. And now going to get it out of the zone. They will. No icing on the play first man back there is number 29, Connor Williams. Watch there by Chase Cummings. Chase Cummings going to do the dirty work on the wall, trying to get it out, but intercepted by Aquinas. They'll gain the line there with Tyler Muir. Muir going to chip and chase. First man back is Champ. Champ takes a look, going to give it to Berger. Berger on the wall. Cummings not there. Kept in there by Bryce Miller. And Aquinas trying to put on the heat. Now Stevens out of his line. That's a good pass there for Champ. Champ, almost had a 2-on-1 there and intercepted there once again by Muir. Muir going to throw it down low. Bentley first man back. Watch there by Miller. Bentley for Berger. Berger going to give it back to Bentley in his own end. Going to get it up on the wall for Motika. Motika trying to leave it there for Sammy Pies. Now Motika trying to, small space, trying to skate out of that one, but intercepted by Aquinas. Bentley now goes to the wall, heavy down low. Sammy Pies trying to come up with it, and it looks like Miller doing the dirty work down low, and that one going to ride the rail. Can Motika get it off the rail? It's done that a lot here at this rink. It's still up on the rail. They can let him play.
Stripes.
Give him a chance. And there it is, finally
it
out. But not out, and that one hit a leg in front. Now Miller. Miller down low. Miller waits it out, going to throw it down towards the cage, and taken there by Motika. Motika skates it out the center. Motika, he's 1-on-3 now, and a nice defensive play there, but intercepted by Sammy Pies. But there he is. Dozier again over the line. Nice back check there by Hutchins. 24, the best of 4. Brady Johnson trying to get it out for Hutchins. He'll find him. And looking for Motika. That one I thought hit escape, but they're going to call icing on there. So Aquinas really kind of looking for Jameson Motika anytime he's out there. You usually find 2 or 3 guys will skate right to him. Yeah. Try to take away his time and space.
So, hey, listen, you got to take advantage of that, though, because if 2 or 3 are going there, there's 2. We got 2 or 3 that can be open there, too. So, Steve, got to be in advantage. They're switching it up, too. You're seeing them, their forecheck with going from, they're coming at you with a 1-2-2. So you can beat them on the sidewalls if need to. So we'll see. If you reverse it, Steve, go D.
Taken there by Charles Shannon. Going to cross it there for his man Williams. Back for Shannon. Shannon trying to get out over the line. Watch there by Cade Champ. Now Champ going to look to step into his man, and B&D is going to clog up the neutral zone right now, and I think you're going to get a hand pass on that, or possibly a high stick.
High stick all the way down, Steve.
So all the way back down.
Uh-oh.
Little Green Day. I can play this on guitar, Eric.
In the infamous museum basement of Even Steven Pies.
Green Day still getting it done on tour, right?
Unbelievable.
Berkeley, from Berkeley, California.
So much fun to watch.
Yeah. So face off in the Aquinas zone. And one there by Cummings gets it back to Brady Johnson. Looking for a look, and that one got through, but that one went wide. And now Cummings down there low with Stevens looking for Champ out in front. Now Aquinas trying to get it out. That's number 24, Leighton Mortimer. They will, and it's sent back into the Aquinas zone, and they're going to be called on the...
Chase Cummings got that effective reach as well, but not quite there. So they'll bring it all the way back down. Nice idea there by the Boomholtz right there. Coach Boomholtz in the house along with Terry Lee.
Yep, up in the 200 section.
Got Dale Hutchins, Ethan Ace. We got number 33, Mark Johnson.
The usual suspects up there. And trying to flip it out, they will. But first man back there is Caleb Wood. Caleb Wood now for Dozier. Dozier going to leave it there for Miller. And Miller over the line. Fortuitous bounce. Miller got to be careful. Cape's right out front. They score. And Aquinas starting to assert themselves.
3-1.
Big time right now. Trailed early 1-0 and 3 unanswered. And I don't know what adjustments head coach Chuck Dozier made, but B&D tough to set up.
I think Boomholtz might get a penalty right here. He might be getting an unsportsmanlike 2 minutes. Stripes they were jawing back and forth.
Yeah, Devin Grimshaw trying to calm down.
It looks like he might be getting kicked out.
I think he just did, Eric, and you definitely do not want to see that. That's big, especially for that blue line. And now Coach Staley going to come over and try to get a little bit of an explanation. Maggio Bullholtz, I believe, has just been thrown out of this game. So that's a big one right there.
Well, listen, next man up, Steve. That's what they call it. Next man up. So we will see. See if they're up to the task here.
Well, the good news is it's early. The bad news is we trail by 2 right now, and
Yep.
Aquinas just with a lot of momentum right now.
If you're Aquinas, this is exactly the way you want it scripted, because you listen. You know, it's gonna, those legs are gonna get there. The third period, you're going hard there, and we're gonna get a ruling on this. Jameson Motika, captain. Brady Johnson out there talking with Ari Miller. Probably play alongside of each other on club.
I believe Dozier plays for the Junior Amherst.
Got it.
Aries Miller, I'm not sure. Obviously, we've got a bunch of Rocco guys on the B&D squad.
Scored by number 10, Ryan Carmody.
So Carmody gets the third
Carmody.
one.
6, Aries Miller, number 25.
Oh, the usual suspects again, Eric, there. So
That's it. Now you see what the intestinal fortitude is, Steve. Now you see what you're made of as a B&D unit.
yeah, well, now I think you're going to be shorthanded, and you lost one of your best defensemen for the remainder of this game. I don't know if there's any carryover on that. I would think there wouldn't be, but Coach Staley, Coach Kirkwood got to go to the drawing board now and figure something out here, because Aquinas has been coming hard over the last 7 minutes of this game.
Yeah, I think he got in the referee's face. Aquinas fans are embellishing a little bit, saying that he pushed him. I don't think that's the case, Steve. I think that he got in the face of the official and was going back and forth. And
well, they're still talking it out, so I'm assuming it's going to be 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct, and then a game misconduct probably for the second one.
So.
And I don't know if this helps or hurts B&D right now, slowing down the momentum after a goal, but here's the deal. They're going to be shorthanded.
Yep. Penalty assessed at number 91. Matthew Buckles. 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct and a game disqualification. Buckles, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct.
Spencer White gives me the look of what the heck happened there.
So my question, Steve, is will he have to sit the next game? Or
that's why I just said I hope there's no carryover to that, because the next game is back home, senior night against Greece, and that would be very disappointing to have him not anytime not in the lineup, let's be honest. So now this is a huge kill, Eric. Probably the big turning point of the game right now, if you will. We do know that B&D can be aggressive on the kill as well, too, with the personnel they have out there, but kept in there now. Look out. Dozier going to rip it. That one's Tanner. Rip it again.
Oh, my.
And that one goes out of play. Remember that one, Tanner.
Yeah.
Very cat-like on that rebound right there with 4:04 to go.
Yeah, and you have to build on those kind of saves, Steve. You have to build on that. So they had an opportunity. It's funny how many pucks are getting fired over the net, and I just wonder if they could. It's the flex of these sticks these days. You know what I mean?
You don't. Who knows with that when the game is so fast. Everyone's got sticks and lanes right now, but here comes Caleb Wood. Caleb Wood looking for the entry. He'll find it. Wood now going to duck the shoulder. Wood goes down low. He finds his man out front, but a great stick there. I think that was Brady Johnson.
We talked about at the outset, Steve. They find open space very effectively. You've got to pay attention if you're playing in the defensive zone.
Sammy Pye is going to cut the ice in half, and now Miller. Miller looking for the entry, and a nice step there by Motika. Sent back down low. Johnson going to go hard. Takes a little rough ride there, and now B&D going to get it out there with 3:27 to go in the period, 50 seconds left on the power play. Reagan Gray going to leave it there for Miller. Miller going to give it to Dozier. Mikey Dozier makes one man miss. Dozier with speed. Dozier hits center. Dozier over the line. Dozier going to jam, going to try to walk it, and Weir got shoved down by Hutchins. Gave it to him in the back, no call, but it was an effective play.
Yeah.
So here we go again. Caleb Wood in his own end. Going to leave it there for Miller. Miller going to slow it down. Going to look for his man. Going to find him. That's Wood. Caleb Wood over the line. Caleb Wood going to jam. And Hutchins, first man there, going to rim it. Stevens on the half wall. Can't get it out. Kept now Motika. Now down low again. Aquinas putting on the heat down low. Nice hit there by Berger. And Hutchins trying to get it out. They will. Here we go. Back to full strength. Numbers if they hurry. Motika over the line, and Aquinas going to find that one with Dozier. Dozier now with speed. Dozier over the line. Dozier once again. Dozier look out, and Tanner going to hang on. He's just so dangerous, Eric, every time the puck's on his stick.
That speed is so lethal. Wow. He just takes off like a jet. He is And it's the thing, it just attracts so much attention. You know, it's hard not to get caught in it, but they've done it effectively the last couple of times. But Reese Tanner has made some.
Yeah, Reese Tanner really settling
saves
in here right now, and this game could, even though B&D got out to the first one, this game could be a lot worse. Aquinas has tilted the ice for really the last half of this period. Now Bentley going to rim it, kept in there by Aquinas. Got to look out. That one hit a leg out in front. Shot there taken by Miller, and that one comes out over the line. Aquinas, first man back there. Going to get it up on the wall there for Miller. Miller looking to get it up there for number 20. Look like Mortimer. Comes back into the Aquinas zone. And here we go. Out over
What
the
are we
line
watching,
there.
Trading Places?
Mortimer. Now Motika trying to find it in space. Motika still chasing the point record held by Joe Fianacca, class of 87. And here goes Motika again with speed. Jamison Motika on the down low. Jamison Motika just a
Right
Frenchman going to get it to the blue paint.
You got to be
Next
there
one's
with
big
him.
in this one.
Oh,
Sammy Pies. I think that went off an Aquinas player, so faceoff will remain with 121.
Samuel T. Pies, the presence of mind to say, no, off him.
No, off him.
Off him.
Yeah,
Off
yeah,
him. Nope. Got Lazy Boy or, cat like, what's that cat one called?
Catnapper. Race off in the zone there. Now Hutchins going to go to the wall there with Wood. And here they go again. Miller looking for Dozier again. Taken there by Johnson. Johnson and Dozier go to the wall. Johnson going to chip it there for Hutchins, but first man back there. Aquinas trying to keep it in. That's Carmody. Now Motika at center. Motika going to turn, going to flip. Going to throw it down low. Reagan Gray going to hang on for a face-off, and B&D will be thrilled with that one with 56.9 seconds here. If you just joined us, B&D got out to an early lead, 1-0 Chase Cummings, early first. And since then, the Aquinas Little Irish have tilted the ice. They've come hard, 3-1, and Maggio Bullholtz has been ejected from this game as well, which will be a storyline as we go forward as well. So now Aquinas in their own end. Watch there by Hutchins. Hutchins still with possession, going to throw it right out in front. That one hit a leg. Still in the corner there. Can they keep it in with Berger? He can. Berger on the wall, going to throw it back down low. Motika going to go down low with his man, that's Blankenberg. And now Blankenberg going to reverse it there. And Aquinas, they will get it out. And icing going to be the call again. He slowed down there, so that no icing there. So Berger with 25 ticks left on the clock. Going to chip it out for Johnson. Johnson for Hutchins. Hutchins with a good pass for Motika. Oh, Motika trying to just sauce it through. Couldn't do it, and got to be careful here. Here we go. Here he is. Once again, Dozier going to throw it on Tanner. Save rebound. Here we go with speed. You got 7 seconds left. Motika, does he realize it? Goes right to Gray with 3.5, and
nice play.
A nice defensive play there because Motika would have had 5 seconds and a whole lane to the net here. So with 3.3, maybe if you win a face-off, you might have some time here, but see what Coach Staley wants to do here. He's got the first change. Aquinas going to try to just plug up the area in front of the goal here. 3.3. And Cummings with the left hand, being a left-handed shot, going to try to win it there for Stevens, who'll try to put it right on the net. They can't get it there. Stevens right out and hit it right in front. And
that'll do it.
That'll do it for period one. And the Aquinas Little Irish coming out hard here after period one.
I can't really see it.
Henry Mozicki giving us our first period stats here. What do you got here?
11 and 11. For 11 shots on goal for both teams, Steve. So
11-11 after period one. So
clearly Aquinas taking advantage of their shots on goal.
Well, you wonder if fatigue will set in. They did get in late last night after midnight, but it didn't show at all in the second half of that first period. Well, so the PA announcer just said shots on goal 13-8. Henry Mozicki's stats say 11-11. But in any event, B&D with some work to do coming out in period two, some adjustments to be made. Also have to fill that void on the blue line with Maggio Bullholtz being out. That's a big one.
That's a big one, Steve. You're going to see if you can adjust. Next man up, as we always say. But this is gut check time, Steve. We're on the prefaces of whatever the word is. We're right on the forefront of the sectional, Steve. So listen, these are the games you learn from. and you got to take advantage of these opportunities. And look at, we'll see if they're up to the task, as they say. Now, Steve, I want just a point of a clarification.
Sure.
A lot of people back home probably wondering, Eric, why do you always wear the same outfit for every B&D broadcast? Answer, look at, I may be a creature of ritual, of habit.
I get
as
it.
you know.
I get it.
We usually are on Saturdays, day before Sunday. Sunday, usually a
Love it.
Bills game.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
I love
if
it.
you're wondering, yes, the answer is that's why. And folks were also wondering, I've gotten this question a lot, Steve. Are you ready to go for tomorrow? Do you have the closeout? The answer is no. I have the closeout in order exactly as I will put them on tomorrow. So, yes, I have my rituals. You have any, Steve, for a pregame for Bills?
They say it's bad luck to be superstitious, Eric. I don't know about that. But, yeah, I think I'm a creature of habit as well, too. But a big one tomorrow. We're so excited. I know you got to be pumped that you're going. But before we get to that, still a lot of work to do here at the Lakeshore Arena. So
I digress.
Spencer White, our executive producer, Steve Pies, along with Eric Trifthauser. We are in Greece, New York. BND and Aquinas getting it on here. 3-1, Aquinas after 1. We'll be back right after this.
Varsity Media is now opening up our schedule to any teams looking to be on a sportscast. Watching yourself on camera is okay, but hearing your name on a Varsity Media sportscast is like you're a pro.
Ball's moving in front. Kesselring wins it. Rex in effect.
Micaiah Benjamin Castle gets it into the box. It got all the way through. Passia with a chance, and he puts it home.
Quick snap, Parks up the middle into the end zone for the Bruins touchdown.
Varsity Media offers sportscast coverage for any sport, and our coverage airs live and on demand so everyone can watch the game. Now is the time to be a star on Varsity Media. Contact us to book a sportscast today at 516-403-2050 or email ben@varsitymedia.net.
And we're back here at Lakeshore Arena here in Greece, New York. North Rochester, Steve, we'll call it that. But, Steve, great period of hockey. If you're Aquinas, if you're BND, you got to – this is a gut check time. Huge right here at the outset of sectionals. See what you're made of right now, Steve. This is an opportunity to do just that.
Couldn't agree more, Eric. I think this is a huge period for B&D United right now. Coach Staley still trying to get some clarification on the ejection of Maggio Buchholz. So we'll see what he does on the blue line here in period 2. But as you approach sectionals, you know better than anybody. You've been a coach with Mark Staley. You're a hockey player as well. But just the mindset to develop the confidence of knowing that we have a next man up. To develop the mindset of control what you can control.
No question.
It's all about one shift at a time. B&D really needs to assert themselves in this period.
No question about it, Steve. I mean, this is, look at it. I mean, this is, and body language will tell you a lot, too. You know what I mean?
I couldn't agree more.
And this isn't time to, you're hanging your head and you're doing all that stuff. Guess what? You're done. You got it. This is your time. You got a lot of hockey left here, Steve. 2 17-minute periods. Anything can happen. We saw what happened in the last game, Steve. It only took about 18 seconds for Samuel T. Pies to put that one away. So you have to be able to step up, and he needs, if you can be rolling 3 lines right now, it's huge. I mean,
I don't think they can right now, and we haven't. No, I agree with you 1,000%. They're throwing the third line out there periodically, but this has been a 2-line game for most of this period, and down 3-1. I agree with you wholeheartedly. But, these two coaches, Chuck Dozier and Mark Staley, go way back.
Yeah.
They know each other very well.
Oh, yeah.
There's such a great relationship. And because they do, look at the size of the goalie number 1 over there. Oh,
Lord, I saw him
sorry to change
training before. Yeah, big kid. And
these coaches know each other. And I look for a little more offensive zone time, trying to find open space. I know Jameson Motika likes to kind of carry it through a little bit, but Aquinas made some great adjustments there halfway through that period. They have the momentum, but Reese Tanner making some big saves late. Hopefully B&D can feed off of that. They did just come off a penalty kill. So look to get it going here in period 2.
Yeah, it's what you draw off in that first period. Okay, did they Reese with big saves, got some shots off, stopped a huge penalty kill. Now you got to draw upon that and turn it into a positive, Steve. Shouts out to Sweden, Per Thorell watching. Jay Cummings and the Cummings family down in Atlanta, Georgia watching today, Steve. They're all over. Joe Pianaka in the house, so we don't have to call him out. Of course, Jack Grimshaw in the house, fan of the day.
And I want to give a big shout out to Batavia lost a legendary guy, Bill Burns, the other day, former principal at Oakfield High School. Bill Burns, just a tremendous man, and thoughts and prayers to his whole family. And rest in peace, Bill Burns. Now Aquinas over the line. Look out!
He had the whole net, and Tanner got over just in time.
Right off the opening draw. The usual suspects again.
Nice
good pass for Motika.
Oh, nice
spear one.
So the goalie's getting involved early. 2 great saves.
So Miller and Dozier again, and Tanner call a cop on that one.
Yep. Yeah.
And then in transition, you had Pies and Motika with a good scoring look, and Reagan Gray gonna flash the mid on that one. Face-off in the Aquinas zone. Off the draw. Good face-off there by Aquinas. Sammy Pies a good face-off guy. He hasn't been real good today, and that's a testament to the Aquinas centerman. You got to look out here now. Good poke check. Can they get it out? Can they find it? There's a trip. No call on that. Aquinas faithful looking for the hand to go up. Did not do it. Now Hutchins in his own zone. Hutchins going to slow it down. Gets it back for Luke Staley. Luke Staley looking for the stretch. Not there. Aquinas in a little trap right now. And here they come again in their own zone. Johnson got to be careful. That one intercepted by Miller. And B&D a little sloppy in their own end. That one going to hit Johnson. Going to try to skate it out, but Dozier once again, he and Johnson with a good puck battle and sent back down in the B&D zone where Staley going to get it up on the wall for Motika. Motika all over him every time he touches the puck.
Yeah.
That's Blankenberg.
Just
over
like
the
that,
line again. Here we go again. Oh, that one just missed by Dozier. Now Motika in a little foot race there. and intercepted there by
Hustle.
Miller. He'll get that one out over the line from Weir. Weir again, Dozier. He's one-on-one with Johnson, lost the puck. Now Johnson, got it back, though.
Wow.
What a find his man down in
my.
front, and
Wow.
it was Conti. Now Conti got it again on the wall, gonna cross it. Good stick there by Johnson. I think it hit his leg, actually. Johnson goes to the wall with Miller. Gonna get a little help there.
Long shift for this
long
B&D
shift
team.
is right. And, and coming out over the zone, Stevens took it on his skate. Intercepted
look
again. Conti gonna get it up. That one just went high over the net. Aquinas putting on the heat. Look out! That one right out in front. And Tanner looked like he got a piece. B&D desperately looking for a clear. Stevens down low. It was Staley. They come up again. Weir. That one goes wide.
Nice shot. He went to the short side there.
Aquinas just putting on the heat. Can they get it out? They will. Can they get a 2-on-1? No, they can't. Intercepted
But
one
you
more
got to
time.
get back.
And they'll send it right back down. Staley trying to get it out. He will.
I think
And
Stales has been out there for
breathing a
almost
sigh of
3
relief.
minutes.
Very long shift there. And now Staley just
Yeah,
going to
right idea.
just get it out.
That's the
get a
right
whistle,
idea.
and
He needed a break.
just reset there.
3
So
minutes he got caught. But Steve, they weathered a storm. Now what do you do with weathering that storm, Steve? Now you've got to take advantage of that. That was a big one.
the mental game looming large right now in this one. You're down 2. You got plenty of time in this one. It's one shift at a time, but got to clean up your own end here right now, Eric. A lot of sloppy. They're looking for that stretch a lot. That's an identity of the team.
And you got to have a lot of awareness in the defensive zone because they are finding men wide open.
And also Aquinas.
The 50-50 is being called.
50-50 being called. Kept in there again. Aquinas going to cross it. Now Wood goes to the wall there with Hutchins. All taken there by Veely. Veely out there.
Oh, my.
Got to come right out in front. Goes to the wall right now. Thrown down there by Carmody. First man back is Hutchins trying to get it out. Watched there by Miller. Now Miller.
They're
does
all
keep it
over
in,
him.
and Aquinas just puck possession. Carmody gives it to his man. That's Shannon. Shannon throws it down low. Now Berger looking for the stretch. Gonna find Motika, but a nice stick there by Shannon.
Very nice stick.
Shannon gets it right back out, and Aries Miller takes over. Aries Miller there, watched by Motika, makes him miss. Miller over the line. Miller cuts to the center. Miller gonna rip a score.
Yep. And we got and this.
Whoa my!
This BND team got caught looking right there, Steve, and we'll see what happens here.
A little shell shock, to be quite honest with you.
I think so, Steve. This is this team, and I mean, hats off to this Aquinas team. They're coming off, get home at midnight last night. 12 hours later, they're back on the ice playing, and now you got to see what you're made of.
Yeah.
Are you up to the task if you are BND United?
Well, Chuck Dozier told us in the opening one in Batavia, he said they have to pay attention to detail, and they know they can't take penalties. They know how lethal the B&D power play is, and they have not taken one yet here today. And now they have a 3-goal lead here early in the second. It's pretty safe to say the next one is large.
Number 26, Aries Miller. Assisted by number 5, Charlie Shannon. Miller from Shannon.
Yeah, I think Reese Tanner would like to have that, based on the saves he's been making, he'd like to have that one back.
Yeah, he just kind of ripped it. Looks like it went low glove. Now Cummings with the hot hand throws one towards the net. If you can eke back into this one, you still got time, but you really need to search.
The next one is huge, Steve. It's huge.
Bentley looking to get
keeping it in.
Can't do it. And an odd man rush, but Brady Johnson going to chip to himself, and that goes into the zone. Stevens comes up with the puck. Stevens going to throw it right to the cage, and that one goes high and out of play with 12:39 here, period.
Yep.
Somebody's got to we're looking for a spark here, Eric.
Yeah, you just need something.
If you just joined us, B&D got out to a 1-0 lead, 4 unanswered by the Little Irish at this stage. And face off in the Aquinas end to the left of the goaltender, Reagan Gray. Sammy Pies on the draw there with Mikey Dozier. One there by Pies. Gonna get it through. They will. There's a rebound. That's what you got to do. Just get it to the paint. Starts with 1. And that one goes into the B&D bench, and face-off will remain in
Looks to me like Brady Johnson's moved back up on the front side, Steve.
Yeah, good call on that, Eric. I don't know if they wanted to try to ease him back or if they felt that he would be more effective. Oh, they're going to bring the face-off outside
I don't
now,
get
but
this.
So now you got a little line juggling right now. You got Sammy Pies in the center with Jamison, Motika, and Brady Johnson.
Yeah, you got to. You're right, Steve. You got to find that spark. What's that combination that's going to find? Do the dirty work.
Sometimes
And there's
it's
Maggio
trial and
Buchholz.
error. And Berger now going to throw that one down low. First man back there is Blankenberg. Blankenberg for the wall. Motika trying to keep it in. Comes on the half wall. Miller chips it out to safety where Luke Staley just going to throw it back down in the zone.
No
where
ice.
Blankenberg, first man back, watched by Motika. Blankenberg now gets it up on the wall for Miller. Miller, nice. They got such great chemistry. Here he goes again, Mikey Dozier. Dozier going to cut to the net. And
Oh, my.
nice poke check there by Tanner, and I think he lost his glove, and they're going to give him a fortunate whistle there.
Yeah. Class act, that Dozier family, and we'll be talking to their grandfather at the second period. So
yeah, Mike Dozier Sr. going to join.
And listen, I said it to him before. So the Dozier family may take exception to this, but it is your grandfather's cottage on Rushford. Like, let's call it what it is, Steve.
That's funny.
No, it's been in the family for 30 some odd years, Steve.
So Aquinas now keeping it in. That's Wood. That comes to the paint. And that one hit a skate. Look out. We're right on. Tanner, where is it? Safe rebound. And I tell you what, that's a quick whistle. And Aquinas kind of like, hey, that puck was loose. But I think the ref lost sight. And that's a little bit of puck luck there for B&D.
And for the folks back home, I have played in the goaltending position. To be stuck like that, it's so debilitating. Like, it's so hard to move sometimes. Whoa, I don't think Reese even saw that.
Aquinas is just doing everything that the simple plays. It's just
getting,
throw a puck to the net with one of your guys there and try to find a rebound. And they have really, shots on goal right now says 13-8. I think it's more than that.
Yeah.
And last change here for Coach Chuck Dozier. Going to try to match lines here a little bit. He's going to send out there number 21, Chuck Dozier. Number 15, Louis Ferrari. He
played such a good game that first game, Louis. Great player.
You just played the song the other day by R.C. Drive, Hey Louis.
That's right.
Now a little rough ride on the wall. B&D looking to clear. Can't do it. Kept in there by Dozier. And again, Dozier again. Going to throw that one to the net. He scores! So the Dozier boys.
2 goals by the Dozier family.
And this B&D bench does not know what hit them.
Yep.
They are all out of sorts.
Goalie change.
And
there comes
Reese Tanner.
Whoa. Reese Taylor, I'm not sure Coach Staley pulled him.
I believe he did. He's going to the bench. So it looks like the Blake Laney going to get the nod in the cage with a 5-1 deficit. And Coach Staley and Reese Tanner having words on the bench right now. They opted for, they're going to give Laney some time here. Now, I don't know if that's Staley saying, I know you have Leo Gray, the senior, who is the backup, but Laney, I don't know if Staley feels he's going to start rolling lines here and just getting guys in the game. It's still 5-1 with a lot of time left, and stranger things have happened. But it just seems like this B&D team is just out of in another lane right now.
Yeah, and as someone who, just observes the game at all levels, I can tell you that from Coach Staley. Body language right now could be better, and this is a time when I expect these captains to step up, take control of this bench, and say, "Hey, look, guys, let's take something, build on it." To your point, find a spark and build on it, and go build, and stack that spark. And so we'll see, Steve. I mean, not what they expected, and certainly exactly what Aquinas wanted to do coming in, and proving why they're having a solid season this year.
Well, Blake Laney, I believe, Eric, is a sophomore. I could be wrong on that. I believe he's a sophomore. He's a very likable kid. The guys love him in the room. He's been waiting for his time, and this is a huge test for him.
Yeah.
Reese Tanner just needs to reset a little bit. He's the heart and soul of this team, without question, in the pipes. Unfortunate to see his body language right now. He looks very disappointed. But hey, that's life. That's sports. You figure it out and you get back after it. So let's see if B&D can catch a spark here right now with the goaltender change and see what happens. We got a lot of time left.
Yep.
But it is 5-1.
Good to see. That's the kind of effort you'd like with Champ right there.
Yeah, you got to be hard on pucks right now. You got to really be responsible each and every shift, quick and hard. And here comes Aquinas again. That's an offsides with Miller.
Yeah, he just got ahead of it.
And on the flip side, Eric, if you're Aquinas, you just put a cold goaltender in there. You're going to continue to just throw pucks on net.
That's what they've been doing all day,
yeah.
Steve, and taking advantage of their opportunities. So they've imposed their will today. So we'll see what happens.
Now Miller again, the captain, going to chip that one down low. Brady Johnson back on D now. And going to get it out front. Miller again, going to rip it. Oh, and that one went high and wide. I couldn't tell if Laney got a piece. But you can't overstate how they have a two-headed monster.
They do.
They really do.
Yeah, and they're both excellent players. But you see Coach Dozier now getting the rest of his team some time, opportunities for these younger players to get some, and that's huge, as we've talked about it from a sectional standpoint.
Face off to the right of Laney, controlled there by Sammy Pies on the draw. They win the draw. They got to be careful though. Down low in their own net. Sammy Pies gonna wait it out, gonna reverse, looking for speed, and here goes Sammy Pies. Sammy Pies makes one man miss. Sammy Pies over the line. Sammy Pies gonna lower the shoulder. Sammy Pies gonna jam right on and great. Oh, is right there. And that one comes back out over the line. Got to be careful here again. That's number 14, Anthony Conti.
Yeah, I mean, Steve, it's tough to see. It's frustrating when that puck is sitting right there. You got to be right there with him when he's going to take that full head of steam. Just a great play there by Samuel T. Pies, reticent of the game winner.
Yeah,
am I right?
When he chipped it off the wall, a little bit. He's got some speed as well. They got, like you said, the four horsemen can get it done. They could still got to get that puck through there.
Yeah.
Little hook there coming back on Hutchins. And now going to throw it to the cage, and Laney going to hang on. And good to see him corral his first puck here today.
So Rotenberg's family's watching up in Wyndham, up in the ski chalet, Steve, if you will.
Are they a little ski trip right now?
He has a place up there, Steve.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hagen and the boys watching in the Berg, getting ready for a little AFC divisional game today with Kansas City and Houston.
That's a big one. And then is there an NFC game today as well?
It's Detroit's playing.
Detroit plays Washington?
Correct.
And that'll be a good one as well.
That's a barn burner, Steve.
Yeah, the Outsley family watching in Delaware. Sean plays in Burnsville, and Laney flashing the pad. So good to see Blake Laney getting engaged early in this one since he has entered the game. But again, Aquinas down low looking to work the cycle. Pies down there right now, 2-on-2 puck battle. Nice play there by Bentley, but kept in there by the Little Irish. Thrown back down low.
Watch the front of the net.
And coming out here now. Can they get it out? They will. Sammy Pies with speed.
You got to get me there with him.
Sammy Pies going to rip it.
Nice
and a great save there by Gray.
Waffle, as they say,
Yeah,
Steve.
nice save by Reagan Gray there. That one looked like it was labeled. This one going to miss everybody, but no icing on the play, I don't believe. Bentley going to rim it. Going to find Motika at center. Going to revert back a little bit, but nice play there by Wood. Wood over the line. Wood over the line. Laney again. Safe rebound.
Oh, my.
Coming back now. The Little Irish putting on the heat. Sent back down low. That's number 9, QC. QC for Miller. Miller brings it right out in front. Good stick. Rebound again. And Laney on. So good to see Laney.
Yeah, getting in the Laney.
Getting in the Laney, absolutely.
You listen, and if you're this B&D team, you got to like what you're seeing behind him. And typically, you get a backup goaltender in there. They come on and play. They play harder than they've ever played. So we'll see. But
Jonah Motika out there now with Shite.
Watch your mouth.
Louis Ferrari going to take the draw there. And on the draw there, controlled there. And now Berger down low. Been looking for Johnson. Johnson going to get it up on the wall from Motika, but kept in there by Wood. Going to get it through. A nice shot block there by Fendler. That one comes to Laney again, and Laney again going to kick it.
Oh, he got through.
And they score.
He thought he had it, and it got through.
And this one is starting to slip away.
Yep.
Big time.
Yep,
I don't think anybody expected this here today.
Aquinas faithful, very happy right now. You hear the goal horn. But listen.
If you look at the B&D crowd right now, just a look of
disbelief,
bewilderment, disbelief, and is this really happening? Eric, what do you do now if you're Coach Staley?
This is where you got to listen.
You got to keep playing, obviously, but and they came out early and got the first one, like early in the game. And that one, trying to get it out, they can't do it. Looking for a stretch pass.
Got it. That's Louis. How's the weather up in Buffalo?
Nice play by Johnson to keep it in, but Aquinas again. There's the entry. It's Dozier. Dozier going to jam. That one went high and wide.
Yeah.
They're just relentless right now.
Yeah, wow.
They smell blood is what they do, and they are not stopping.
Well, listen, this is a rivalry. We call it what it is, and, you know, it's gone back and forth. There's been favorable years for the B&D team, and now this is a favorable year for the AQ team, even though this AQ team, this B&D team beat them in an unbelievable fashion in the first game.
Agreed.
I do have a little rhythm in the bones right now with the DJ right now.
Yeah, he's playing some good tunes here today. That one going to come out over the line there and sent back into the B&D zone. First man back is Brady Johnson. 7:59 here to go, period 2. The Little Irish leading 6-1 and not pulling their foot off the gas in any way, shape, or form. Champ over the line, watched there by his man. And that one gets through. Came right through. And coming back after it is Mikey Dozier once again. Dozier over the line. Dozier down low. Dozier watched there by Champ. Run into by Berger. Comes right out in front. Brady Johnson going to take control. Johnson trying to skate it out by Miller. And Miller does a good job. But now Johnson regains possession. But he'll get it out just over the line. And he'll get it again. Johnson gets the center. Brady Johnson now a little chip for Cummings. And Aquinas takes over in their own end. And here they come again. Miller up on the... Finds his man. That's Dozier. Dozier, nice play by Berger. Berger giving him the business, and he's going to get called for a two-handed cross-check. And Mikey Dozier, you got to keep your cool there. And Mikey Dozier just skates away, and he says, I'll take the power play.
Yeah, that was a class, just skated right away. I mean, he got the best of Berger right there. He got him. He had him initially, and then he just kept peppering him.
He gave him the two hands, so now...
Yeah. Mama said there'd be days like this, Dave.
You are so right. And Eric, the big thing at this stage, especially at this point of the season, is how you behave and where your mindset is for the rest of this game.
Correct. No question about it.
You want to hang your head. You want to be pouty pout. This is big boy hockey.
Yeah.
This is where you develop your character. Sammy Pye's over the line. Sammy Pye's one man to beat. Sammy Pye's going to try to throw it down low. He's got to get back quick now on the PK. And here come the Little Irish again over the line. Going to dance it down low. But watch there by his man.
Louis Ferrara right there in front.
Looking for his man. And
not afraid to stand in the blue paint.
Taken at the point there by Miller. Gets it down low for Blankenberg. Blankenberg now down low. Aquinas putting on the heat. Gets it back to the point. Gets it through. Rebound again. And Laney going to hang on. So a little different power play unit there. The second group getting some good marks there with Chuck Dozier, Louis Ferrari, and now I'll come out the first unit.
And you see what Coach Dozier doing here. So now you got this unit that's playing so effectively, killing that penalty. Now you put the lethal two-headed monster out against them in the second half of the kill.
There's Miller at the point. Miller now going to ride the rail. Gets to get it down low. Little puck battle with Sammy Pye's. Can they get it out with Motika? Motika going to be hard on his stick. He's got a man. Little sauce. Oh, and a nice play there by guess who? Mike Dozier. Here they come again. The little Irish shot, an open net. Miller, Laney going to hang on with 6:04.
Yeah. This is great for Laney right now. I mean, he's playing effectively, and he's playing against two of the better players in the in Section 5, and
couldn't agree more, Eric. If he's the future right now, if you will, good to get him into a game like this. Obviously, they didn't expect this situation, but he's playing hard. Dozier for Miller. Miller down low, right on, nice save again off of Colin Tracy. And now again, Dozier going to walk the blue line. No, there's Dozier, that was Miller. Now Miller, top of the key. Miller going to throw it to the net, and that one just missed. That's a great setup there on the 1-3-1.
Yep, working the puck around nicely. For the folks back home, that's the quarterback up at the point right there. So they move with that up at the top of the key, as Steve likes to say, up at the top. They're the quarterback
top key.
Up at the blue line, and a nice job of effectively moving it around there by this Aquinas team.
So Aquinas going to keep it in. They will not. So it comes out over the line with Aries Miller. Aries Miller, nice play again for Dozier. Dozier looking for the entry. He'll find it. Dozier over the line. He's 1-on-3. Trying to cut it to the net again.
Oh, nice.
Saving. Dozier just a puck magnet now on the wall.
Yep.
Dozier going to slow it down. 12 seconds on the power play. For Miller.
Takes it over.
Miller. Dozier calls for it. Oh, almost a interception by Brady Johnson. And Brady Johnson going to find it? Yes, he will. Johnson over the line. Brady Johnson going to jam. Johnson. Oh,
saw 5-hole. Nice save right there.
And Johnson took a rough ride after that one into the corner. So Aquinas getting it done on all facets right now, even in the goal. And here we go, full strength. Good stick there by, looked like Staley. And going to throw that one back down low once again. Weir going to the wall there with Staley. Staley going to come up with that nice puck battle there. He'll reverse it in his own end. Berger back out on the ice. He gets out. Now here's Motika. Motika going to jam. And a great defensive play there by Wood. Caleb Wood with a great play on the leading goal scorer in Section 5. Now Sammy Pye's over the line. Sammy Pye's looking for Motika. Sammy Pye's going to walk it. Sammy Pye's going to drag it. Sammy Pye's going to still come up with it.
Oh, no.
Big trouble for number 9. Going to give it up. Going to hope his goaltender can bail him out.
A little puck luck right there.
A little puck luck is right. Here we go again. Motika, can he get there? Reagan Gray going to hang on. So B&D trying to do whatever they can do. And
Sammy
just couldn't hang on. Looked like he caught an edge late. And fortunate, nice save there by Laney to bail out.
Yeah, but you can see this captaincy now, Steve. They're all doing what they can do. They're trying to, listen, you lead by example at this moment in time. You play with a full head of steam, everything you got, and you lead by example, and you're showing this younger team, hey, this is the way we got to pull through it if we're going to do anything in this sectional run.
That's all you can do. That just looks like they just don't have a lot of pep in their step, if you will. There's a good pass. Motika just couldn't find the handle on that one. And Dominic Veely out there on the point now with Liam Berger. And kept in there by B&D again. Got to find his man, Hutchins, right on, and Gray again. So finally a little bit of offensive threat, but Reagan Gray standing strong, even when he got a little nicked up here in the first period.
Yeah. It's
Monsters and Men? Monsters and Men?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Hey! Man, the tunes are rolling today.
Yeah. So now Preston Veely on the draw. He's out there with Fendler and Scheidt. And controlled there by Dozier. Dozier, little chip from Miller, and Johnson with a good stick in his own end. And Johnson going to try to get it up on the wall. Veely, can he get it out? No, he can't. Kept in there by Shannon. Shannon again with Veely. Throws it back down low. He's going to find his man there. And here we go again. Miller. Comes right out in front. Now Johnson. Johnson looking to skate it out. Brady Johnson going to flip it out. And taken again by Johnson. Brady Johnson over the line. Find his man. That's Preston Veely on the backhand. When that one just missed. Now Shannon looking to get out. Can't do it. And Fendler missed his man on the body check. And Aquinas over the line once again. That's Wood.
Oh, nice block there.
Nice block
that's
there.
got to hurt.
That was Blake Cusey. I take it back. And that one goes all the way down. Icing going to be the call here.
And Berger took that off the elbow there.
Yeah.
That one hurt.
It just looks like the word, I guess the word frustration.
Oh, yeah.
Just, you can see it on the B&D bench right now. A lot of heads kind of hanging right now, trying to figure out. Aquinas is just shutting B&D down in all facets of the game right now.
Yeah.
Couple offensive looks here earlier, late, a couple shifts ago, but other than that, it's been all Little Irish. Berger now on the wall, going to try to get it out, kept in there by number 18. That is Colin Tracy. And now Champ with time. Champ over the line. Cade Champ makes one man miss, waits for help, going to find his man Cummings. Cummings going to throw it to the net. And now Stevens, he goes there with Ferrari, but the Irish gain possession in their own end, and they will get it out to Villa. Number 7 there, and sent back into the zone. Cummings first man there, trying to look for help, but Louis Ferrari first man back, and Aquinas starting to roll a little more lines right now with a 6-1 lead. Berger throws that one back down low, looking for Stevens. Stevens goes to the wall there with Ferrari. Ferrari going to reverse it back there. That was Blankenberg. And now nice play by Berger. Makes one man miss. Can he get it through? And again, Reagan
nice save
Gray.
right there.
So B&D starting to get some pucks to the blue paint, get him on net. And with 1:58 left here in
Seven Nation Army. Even shout out to the Schmelowitz family watching back in across the BCC.
Yeah, Fox Road. Jack
That's
Amy.
right. Watch your mouth again. No, awesome to know. A lot of fans out there today, Steve, all over the nation. Raj and JoJo down in Florida watching as well.
Always great to bring people together here on the Varsity
Oh, we
Media
never saw
Network.
that.
Dominic Veely going to keep it in down low, looking for Hutchins. Hutchins looking for help. Finds Motika
Right
looking
out
for
front.
Sammy Pies. Now Hutchins with a good stick, but that one comes out over the line where Dominic Veely throws it back in. But here come Aquinas on transition. Over the line here, that's Wood. Wood going to leave it there for his man. That is number 14, Conti. Conti going to throw that one right to the cage, and Laney going to kick that one aside. Wood down low again. Going to throw right out in front, and Conti, I think Laney got his shoulder on that one. Miller going to keep it in. Watch there by his man, Veely. Comes right out in front again, and can B&D looking for a clear. Can't get it. Little Irish putting on the heat. They score.
Oh, wow. From a bad angle, too, Steve.
That would be that's a freshman, Eric, Anthony Conti. And that one.
This is a big day for this Aquinas. It's still a third period remaining, and they're down 7-1.
Yeah. Don't have an answer at all on this one.
No, they're flat, Steve. And sometimes, Steve, if you're going to come back, you got to get punched in the mouth a little bit. I know we've talked about it on after further review. If you're not familiar, it's Wednesday mornings, 8:30.
8:30 to 9:30 on WBTA. We break it down. Bills, Sabres, B&D hockey, nostalgia and tunes.
We're going deep.
But Eric, about being punched in the mouth. This is a full. If they were almost looking to stop this one, is how bad it's gotten out of hand. But you got to keep playing the game. And you know what? Again, attitude on the bench is very important right now. And if you're going to start rolling all the lines, go ahead and do it. But you got to continue to support one another.
Number 14, Anthony Conti, assisted by number 11, Tyler Muir. Conti for Muir, time to goal, 15.
Stay tuned after period 2. We've got a very special guest coming up in the broadcast booth.
Got to be happy, too, right now.
Mike Dozier Sr.
2 grandkids.
We'll talk about that. Chuck and Mike getting it done. Join us for that one. Legendary guy, Mike Dozier Sr. will be our guest here after period 2. But 15.9 seconds left in this one.
Yep.
And on the draw there, Ferrari with Stevens. Comes back to the point once again. That's number 29, Connor Williams with 9.2 seconds.
I got to tell you, it's a perfect example. These boards at Lakeshore are goofy. You'll get dead boards. You'll get bounces.
You get the one that'll ride the
It's
rail.
crazy sometimes, but that's what makes it fun, but it's unique here. I always remember that, Steve.
Look out again. Don't want to give up another one late, and now
No.
Cummings knows how much time is left on the clock. They'll get it out, and that's going to do
That's
it.
going to do it.
After
We're looking
period
for our
2.
special guest here.
So looking for our special guest, Mike
I don't
Dozier.
know where he is
I
at the
see
moment.
Maggio Buchholz has made his way up into the
Yeah.
stands as well, too.
So we're looking.
So waiting for our guest, Mike Dozier. But,
Yeah.
Eric, we'll talk a little bit about this game.
Yeah, Steve, listen, I mean.
You want to come on? Yeah.
Looking for.
You want to stand over here, Eric,
Oh,
and
okay,
I'll come
yeah.
back with you, and Spencer can. We'll talk it out a little bit here. So as we wait for special guest
Yes.
Mike Dozier Sr. coming up in
That's
the
correct.
broadcast booth. If you've just joined us, it's 7-1
Yeah.
Aquinas after 2 periods of play
Correct.
and a stunner.
There's our special
and
guest.
Special guest
2
Mike
grandkids
Dozier
scoring
coming up.
today, huh? Here
We've got the shots on goal, which look like, is that 18-9 in that period? So the total shots on goal, 29-20, Aquinas. And Mike, welcome to the, step right in here. Great to have you up on the Varsity Media broadcast booth. We're joined here with Mike Dozier Sr., looking in the camera there. Mike, Eric and I were just talking. Nobody expected this from a Batavia faithful making the road trip here to Rochester today. The Aquinas Little Irish are dominating on all facets. If this were a fight, they might stop it. And both of your grandkids out there, Mikey Dozier, who's just a stud, Section 5 hockey, and also your other grandson, Chuck Dozier, finding the lamp here today. Got to make Grandpa feel pretty proud on that today. Your thoughts on this game right now?
Pretty proud, yeah. It was, I'm pretty shocked myself. I mean, we always have a great game with Batavia. I mean, I'm going back to the 80s.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's always been a rivalry. It's always been a great game, whether we're playing there in Batavia or coming here. You know, it's always been great. I mean, Mark Staley, I remember when my kids played against Mark at Batavia. You know?
Mike was just talking about
Yeah.
that. Both class of 91, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
You have a legendary hockey family. Your kids, head coach of Aquinas, Chuck Dozier. Your son Mike Dozier obviously involved, and we met your daughter Lucy Dozier the other day, whose son Cam Hall plays for Webster Thomas,
Right.
and another stud
Yeah.
in Section 5 hockey. You have quite the hockey family. You've been around the game for such a long time. You talked to me a little bit about coaching. You've been in this arena for forever. You went to Aquinas, class of '69.
Yeah.
Spent 1 year in Minnesota.
Yeah.
After that,
Yeah.
you were a football player,
Yeah,
defensive
yeah.
back. We got the whole background on you. But the game of hockey in general, Mike, it's changed a lot. Going back to the 80s, it was about the 6'4", 225 defenseman who's going to put someone through the wall.
Yes.
It was a very physical game. The game has changed more. It's a skilled game. It's a fast game.
More finesse.
More finesse.
Yeah.
Where are you at with the game of hockey right now? Would you say hockey is probably the best? The game is the best it's ever been right now?
Yes. I
Yes.
mean, especially high school hockey is really.
Yes.
I mean, the speed and the range of players on each team. It goes. The top 5, 10 players. And the teams that have those extra few players. I mean, we're not very deep on our team, but you know what? Everyone works hard, and I mean that makes a difference. Luckily we have a couple of good guys that can give you a goal or two a game.
You do. Your top line obviously logs a lot of minutes, and I know with the score right now, I see that head coach Chuck Dozier is rolling some more personnel. I just saw a freshman, Anthony Conti, score down low, and Reagan Gray. With a shaky start early, got hurt a little bit. Has really just any other threat that's been there, he's just knocking it down as well too.
Yeah, he's had a great game. I mean, he's made some great saves. I mean, your goalies have made some great saves also.
Yeah, Reese Tanner got pulled. He didn't like it, and I can only imagine what's going on in the B&D room right now.
Yeah.
But like you said earlier, the Batavia Aquinas, like McQuaid in Section 5 hockey, has a mystique. It's just a hockey school.
I know.
And the rivalry really goes back. I was talking with Eric last time we played here. We won in overtime and celebrated and broke the glass.
Yes.
And then obviously in our building, the last one was a thriller as well too. But we are getting punched in the mouth right now. And the Dozier family has certainly been a part of making that happen here today, which I'm sure makes you very proud. But you also have some Batavia ties.
Yes.
Rushford Lake, I
Yes.
think, is how the Batavia ties come in. You have a
Yes,
cottage
yes.
on Rushford.
Yeah.
We have families like the Roach family, the Pellegrino family, the Bonarigo family.
Yes.
So I know Coach Staley, myself, and Eric have always really enjoyed interacting with your family whenever we're in Batavia or Rochester.
Yeah.
Do you still see those Batavia people in
yeah.
Rushford
Yeah,
as well, too? Yeah.
Talk to him on the phone quite often. Bob Boyce, I don't remember the Boyces.
There's a lot of different
A lot
voices.
of
There's some
voices.
Leroy voices. There's some Batavia voices as well.
Yeah, the
too.
Leroy Boyces were
Yes.
at Rushford.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Eric's a Batavia guy. He lives in Leroy right
Okay.
now as well too. So, yeah. Tell me a little bit about so you played college football as well too?
Yeah.
Where did you go to college and play football?
Albert Lee, Minnesota, little small Midwest school down.
Would that be D3?
Yeah, it probably was D3. Yeah.
You were a defensive back.
Yeah, defensive back. Yeah.
Minnesota, you said earlier, arguably the best hockey state in the country.
Yes,
Would you
yes.
agree with that?
Yeah.
You got Michigan, you got Minnesota, you got Massachusetts. How did you like your time out there? Do you still get back there much at all?
No, not at all.
Not
In
at
fact,
all.
the school ended up closing.
You're from Rochester.
Yeah, from
You
Rochester.
went to Aquinas.
Went to Aquinas.
And then Minnesota.
Yeah.
You also were offered a head coach job at Greece High School at one point, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Turned it down to be an assistant.
No, Aquinas, when I was coaching with Gamble, when
Yes.
Gamble got let go after that.
You were the next man in line.
Yeah, I
for
was
that
the
gig.
assistant coach, and then I ended up going to a Greece team because Ray Maluda was looking for an assistant coach, and his father was going back to Canada, so I assisted coach at Greece with Ray Maluda for 7 years. I was his assistant coach.
Correct me if I'm wrong. The JV coach for Greece is Ryan Callahan's father.
He did at one point.
I remember
yes.
coaching JV and
Yeah.
meeting him. Another great guy. So
Yeah,
many
great guy, yeah.
great guys in this
Yeah.
league. So
Yeah, he was an Aquinas guy too.
yes,
By Callahan.
yes. I graduated. We played against Chris Fest. We talked
Oh,
about
yeah,
him
yeah,
earlier.
yeah.
Who also
Another
went to
great hockey
Plattsburgh
player,
State. Great
yeah.
hockey players. Aquinas, such a great school,
Yeah.
great sports school, great people, and today the Aquinas faithful have to be pretty happy today because they are punching B&D in the mouth. And I know Coach Staley. It's going to be a tough bus ride home, but I guess if you are Coach Staley right now, you just go out there, you try to support each other on the bench,
Yeah.
try to get through this one, and just we have Greece next week for senior night
Right.
as well too. So always a pleasure
Yes,
just being
always a
around
pleasure.
you,
Yeah,
your family,
definitely,
and
definitely.
everything else.
Yeah, you guys do such a great job. It's always fun. I love listening. I mean, even when I go to the game, I want to listen because you guys have such great.
We are privileged to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Eric and I grew up playing hockey. We still love the game, and my son Sam Pies is a senior. in this
Yes,
team,
oh my
so
God,
it's great for me to not only watch the games,
I know.
but watch it from this level.
It is amazing, isn't it?
But you have a wonderful family.
Thank you.
Your kids are amazing. Your grandkids are amazing. You are a super nice guy to meet.
Thank you.
We wish
Thank
you all the best. And Spencer, we'll be back after this for period 3.
Hey parents, Varsity Media is now offering ISO video of just your athlete. Why settle for the wide angle that shows every player on the field? With our ISO video, your athlete is front and center the entire game. This footage will help in creating highlight videos for college coaches to better pinpoint your athlete's play on the field. Watching our video will help your athlete improve progressively throughout the season and may lead to a college scholarship. Varsity Media is now booking ISO videos for the fall, but spots are limited. Contact us today for football, soccer, field hockey, and volleyball by calling 516-403-2050 or emailing ben@varsitymedia.net.
And welcome back to Lakeshore Rink here in Greece, New York. As your B&D United down 7-1. Looks like Leo Gray in the nets now, Steve. Great interview with Coach Dozier, the Dozier family. Outstanding. Yeah. By the way, he gave you his wish. His wish joins the wish of myself and Mark Tillery of after further review. You and the face that owns the place, Jimmy Ernst, going for the Stanley Cup. Chills and I, Super Bowl. Thank you, Coach Dozier, for jumping on. Great hockey family. So they're both juniors.
Yeah.
Wow.
Aries Miller and Mikey Dozier
are
juniors. And Mikey's dad, Mike. Well, there's 3 Mikes in the house tonight. But he said that it could be prep school. It could be back at Aquinas. But one thing Mike Dozier just said, he said, even though it's 7-1, he said, I went right down in the room and said, do not take your foot off the gas. This is BND.
No, Steve, I mean, I was talking to Joey Pizza by Dorizio as well as Whitcomb.
Is he in the house?
They're both here.
Oh, nice.
Watching, and they don't know what's happening. But at the same time, Steve, I said it earlier, this tradition, this rivalry's gone back and forth and back and forth. So, Leo Gray.
Leo Gray going to get the nod here for period 3.
Yeah, great to see it. By the way, Steve.
Piney was closed last night, by the way, Eric. I did go out there, and I think Jen was on the road somewhere. But you got Brady Johnson back up there at center now in his old spot, and offsides.
They're seeing old line back together. So it's Johnson, Hutchins, and Stevens, just the way it started this season. Steve, I got to tell you, special thanks to Jen, Matt, and of course their daughter's name,
Lily.
Yes, made these unbelievable flags.
Oh, those flags are off the chart.
Unbelievable. So much buzz around those in the wings lot last week.
Yeah, you got 2 of them, too, 2 different ones. The shots on goal on the scoreboard say 35-14 Aquinas. Henry Mozicki's stats were 29-20 Aquinas. Yeah. So take it all with a grain of salt, I guess. But it's been just a completely dominating, stunning performance here by the Little Irish against B&D here. Yep. But 1 period to go here, 7-1 Aquinas, and Mikey Dozier going to leave it there, and gets through. No, hit a leg, and Jake Hutchins with speed over the line. He's got Johnson with him. Jake Hutchins going to give it to Johnson. Johnson going to walk it, and Hutchins, he got upended at the end. He is hurt. Not going to get a call on the play, but he is slow to get to his feet. And the last thing you want here, Eric, and I mean the last thing, is any of our 4 horsemen, if you will, getting hurt. He took a rough body check. I think it's his right leg. I can't really tell. Or it could be the wind that got knocked out of him. Yeah. But the good news is he's up on his feet and appears to be okay. But we could ill afford any other major injuries to this team at this junction of the season. So Hutchins going to make his way to the bench. I hope it's just the wind knocked out of him, but he appears to be okay. And face off just outside the line. You got Cummings over there, and taken now by the Little Irish in their own end. Number 14, Conti, got his scored here late in the second. Staley fanned on that one and taken by Muir. Muir going to get it out front for Conti, and that one comes outside the line and controlled there by Miller. Miller going to throw it right back on, and Leo Gray going to leave it there for the defenseman Luke Staley. Luke Staley going to get it for Cummings. Cummings going to leave it there for Sammy Pies. Sammy Pies over the line, going to duck the shoulder. Sammy Pies going to walk right out front. Oh, looking out front for Motika.
Hey, and he's not changing it, Steve. He's letting his players play and play against some of the best in the league. So that is.
I would expect a very subdued bus ride home.
Yeah.
Here today.
Yeah.
Fendler on the draw and taken there by the Little Irish. That's Miller looking for Dozier. Dozier going to the wall with Veely. Ooh, and Veely took one on the hand, I think, and he is laboring. And taken out there by Sammy Pie. Sammy Pie's, or I take that back, that's Fendler. And now Carmody in his own end, going to regroup, going to find Miller. Miller going to go to the corner with Staley. Now Preston Veely to help there to support. Gets to Staley. Staley trying to get it up the wall for Champ, and now for Scheidt. Scheidt gets it to center, but controlled there by the Little Irish once again. Here we go, that's Miller. Miller going to lower the, or I take it back, that's number 29, Williams. Now Dozier gets it down low. And first man back there is Shannon. Shannon now, his own end, but that one missed everybody. First man there is Johnson. Johnson looking to get it to the blue paint. And look, that one got deflected and taken there by Miller. Miller again going to slow it down, and he'll send it all the way down the ice, and icing will be the call with 12:43 to go.
So listen, I got to tell you, Steve. As Steve, by the way, folks, for the fans at home that can't see Steve, he just threw a few dance moves in, looking
Ricky
good.
Martin.
But listen,
Levita Loco.
You just played that line, and Martin changed it up. Usually he would make a change to play against that line. Listen, take those small victories. Gap and gain. If you haven't read it, read it.
Yeah, 7 unanswered here by the Little Irish here. And there's Muir over the line looking for more. And goes to the wall there and trying to get it right out in front. And Aquinas again going to control it down low. And I think he got a penalty coming up here. And the B&D giving a little, I got to be honest with you, I don't know about the sarcastic clap there, Erica. I don't think the refs have been bad in this one.
No.
But maybe you can work on a little bit of power play time here.
This is important right
maybe
here.
Jamison Motika.
Clearly, Jake Hutchins is injured. He is.
Nope. He is injured. He's not back out on the ice.
Yeah,
and he's trying to walk it off down there. I can't tell if it looks like it's his hip or maybe
a rib or something.
Rib. Yeah, I think it's a rib.
Yep.
And we can only hope that is nothing serious. Johnson going to slow it down. Johnson going to get it through.
Oh, it's right there.
Rebound. Sammy Pies can't find it.
Right at his feet. Didn't see it.
They all got to win that battle. They will. Now Motika on the wall. Going to throw it back down. But first man there was Miller. Now Cummings. That one goes high and hits the ceiling. So I'm still watching Jake Hutchins on the bench. He's trying to walk it off. He's definitely holding his rib section.
Yeah, like a.
And you can only hope that is I don't know. We'll try to get some news on that when we can, but face-off controlled there by Sammy Pies for Johnson. Johnson from Motika looking to let that one rip, and that one hit a leg. Cummings on the half wall now, going to get it back for Johnson, little roller. Johnson will throw it back down low. First man back there is Motika, but
couldn't get it.
Nobody home, and Chase Cummings first man back with Johnson. Now Brady Johnson in his own end. Gives it to Jamison Motika. Got to be careful here. Chips it to himself. Now Motika over the line. Motika looking to lower the shoulder. Gonna find it now. Cummings down low, looking to win that puck battle. He will.
A big reach.
Cummings. Oh, gotta find it. Oh, backdoor to Motika.
Oh, nice defensive play there by Miller.
Yeah, that was a really nice play. Miller, very smooth skater, gonna find his man. Gonna throw that one down low. That looks like Blankenberg. And here comes Will Stevens with speed. Will Stevens gains the line. Will Stevens gonna shoot one and right on. Reagan Gray gonna make the save.
But I'm a fan of slowing it down in the zone. But they gave him a lane. He got a shot and kept it low there. Tried to go low to the short side. So the waffe of greasy fries in the house right now, Steve. You smell them.
So this one now comes back down. Leo Gray going to leave it there for Johnson. 36 seconds left on the B&D power play. 10:54 left here, period 3, and here comes Jamison Motika with speed, and there's that trap again, Eric, that Aquinas has done so well today, and now Sammy Pies, nifty move there to get it to Stevens, and now Cummings got to be the first guy there. Going to go to the wall, they're going to find it, and Aquinas going to try to get it out. No, they can't. Kept in there nicely. That's Bryce Miller down low, and Sammy Pie's going to keep that one in. Oh, going to find his man. That was Cummings looking for Motika, but here come the Little Irish again over the line. Miller. Nice play by Sammy Pies on the back check, and he'll come up with it. Now Pies waits it out, going to slow it down. Team's back at full strength. Ooh, hit his own man with that one. And now here comes Brady Johnson. Brady Johnson, little shake and bake. Johnson over the line. Johnson going to jam. Johnson lowers the shoulder, looking for a man out in front. Going to find Berger now at the point. Going to get it through. He will. Rebound again. Johnson all over it, and Reagan Gray going to hang on. Oh, and a little bit of fisticuffs down low. A little bit of meeting of the minds, if you will. But cooler head's going to prevail.
Oh, penalty.
Oh, he did get
penalty
a penalty
coming up
there.
to Aquinas.
It looks like
and Brady too.
They're going to get them both. Looks like Bryce Miller and Johnson probably going to go 2 minutes each for roughing. So now Jonah Motika going to come out the center with John Scheit and Cade Champ.
Little Mo. Little Moats.
Little Mo. Need a little Mo. Jonah, nice draw there. Gets it, his man Scheit. Scheit going to leave it there for Berger. Berger, he's got double team there on the point. And I'll tell you, Aquinas has just been relentless on the puck, and Berger going to step into his man, and Berger again going to give it to him. That's Davila. And Davila going to look back at Berger as well, but here come Aquinas again over the line and going to throw that one. That one hit a leg, comes right out front. And chipped out. No, kept in there nicely by Ferrari.
Good hustle by Champ there.
Ferrari, also a freshman, Eric. Logs a lot of minutes as a freshman, I might add. And taken there by QC. Cummings sends that one back into the Little Irish zone with 9:06 left to go, period 3. And here's Staley trying to get out of his own end, and Miller going to intercept that one. Miller looking to go right out in front, taken by Sammy Pies. Sammy Pies over the line with speed. Sammy Pies going to jam, going to go find some space, comes down low, going to try to go low to high, but circles it down low, nice for Cummings. Cummings trying to set up the cycle, going to cross it over there for Veely. Dominic Veely couldn't get that one out, and get it down deep, I should say, and Miller now gives it up for his man, looking to go back to Miller. That was Colin Tracy. And Sammy Pie is going to gain the line again. Sammy Pie is going to walk it, going to drop it for Motika. Motika going to rip it, and Reagan Gray going to steer that one aside, where Shannon gets it on the wall, but kept in nicely by Bentley. Bentley down low for Motika. Motika and Cummings down low, little battle, but taken there by Shannon in his own end, and he'll try to skate it out of the zone, and he will. Nice back check there by Cummings. Going to find Motika, and Aquinas with Carmody for Miller, and sent right back down where Dominic Veely takes over. Give it to his D partner, Bentley. Back for Veely, back for Bentley. Bentley in his own end, going to give it back for Veely. Now Veely goes right out in front, and that one hits Champ in the foot, and oh wow, that one just missed. And now Bentley going to try to get it out again for Champ. Champ has to retreat in his own end, and Aquinas is just fine to see the puck down in the B&D zone and let that clock keep ticking. Bentley going after his man right now, that's Miller. Miller comes right out in front. Now Cade Champ trying to get it out. He will not. Yes, he will now. So Blankenberg couldn't keep it in, and here comes Dozier. Dozier over the line, going to jam on his backhand. Dozier now going to circle on the half wall, going to cross it. Nice defensive play there by Veely, and he'll just flick it out over the line. We're taken by Wood. Wood watched by Scheit. And once again, Miller in his own end. Going to get it up on the wall. B&D making a player change there, and taken there by Berger. Berger for Stevens. Stevens gains the line. We have still not seen Jake Hutchins come back on the ice since he took that body check in the Aquinas zone. And now Davila going to chip and chase. Berger, first man back. Got to be careful. Watch there by his man. And now Scheit on the wall. Scheit watched by his man. That's number 2, Ryan Carlson. And here comes Motika. Motika.
Oh my, a little dipsy doodle.
Dipsy do. Taken, and here we go. Can it come out front? Bealey gonna rip it, and right on.
there.
Great rebound. Oh, that was Stevens. Comes back to the point. Berger gonna throw it back down low for Motika. Jameson. Motika puts it right out in front. And Bealey gonna glove that one down and throw it right back in the zone. Delayed on the offside, so plenty of time for the Aquinas Little Irish to break it out with Davila. Jack Davila now gets it to center ice and taken there by Ryan Carlson. Davila gains possession again. Davila gonna rip it, and Leo Gray gonna spear one with 5:52 to go. I think if you're Coach Staley or anyone on the B&D bench, Eric, you just want to see that clock keep ticking and get out of here and just try to reset, digest it. I'm a 24-hour rule guy.
Yep. Boom.
And looks like the trainer making his way. I don't know what's going on down there. You got Hutchins going to the room.
Yeah, that's not good.
And will be interesting to see what the report is on that. Right on. Leo Gray going to steer that one aside. Comes right out in front, right to the center ice, and Motika gains possession, gains center. Motika over the line with Cummings. Motika going to chip it. He's got Sammy Pies in the middle. Going to throw that one right on the net. I don't think Reagan Gray saw that one, but he definitely made the save, and it comes back out over the line with Bentley. Bentley watched there by his man. I think that's Mortimer. And chipped out on the wall. The Little Irish looking to break out. They will. They gain center. Over the line. Here they come. Good stick there by Bealey, and right on, and Leo Gray going to hang on.
Yeah.
So Jake Hutchins has made his way to the room. If you just joined us again, Maju Buchholz was ejected from this game. Reese Tanner was pulled from this game.
Yep.
And now Jake Hutchins has left to go to the room, which appears to be an upper body injury. They're looking at the rib area.
Yep.
And 7 unanswered goals here by the Aquinas Little Irish in a shocker here today here at Lakeshore Arena. Carlson circling, throws it towards the cage, and Leo Gray had to
nice play there by Beal. Yeah, that was.
Face-off controlled by B&D. They'll skate it out of the zone. You got Eli Grice. Eli Grice gonna make one man miss.
Nice play defensively.
Just got stepped into there. And not sure who that was, but now down low, Grice again gonna lug the mail. Eli Grice, a little 1-on-2 puck battle there.
See this from this B&D team right here, Steve. That the fight is there, and this is the youth. This is the future right here, Steve.
Well, you got to find something. And that's Wood. Gonna get it out up over the line for Tracy. Tracy gonna try to put it right to the paint and score.
Top shelf where Mama hides the cookies.
And the goal scorer on that one.
Nice goal.
Based on the celebration, it could be his first. I don't know who it is. It could be Ryan Carlson.
Yep.
Who is a freshman, I might add.
Oh, that's great.
And I'm assuming by the way they celebrated and threw the puck to the bench, that could be his first Aquinas Little Irish goal. And Bentley looking to step into his man.
Ari Miller and Bentley are jawing right now, and
yeah, you got to be careful.
Ari Miller right now is talking all sorts of to Bentley right now. Wow.
Well, they can talk all they want. They're gonna put it on the heat again here. That one just went wide. And, here we go. And Miller just ran in.
I could have told you from a mile away,
yeah,
Steve.
He came out.
He came out jawing, and it lost his composure. Bentley got under his skin earlier on that last shift, and he came out. And that just.
Well, yeah, Bentley was the guy jawing with Miller, and they're still jawing. But here's the thing: Scheit was the recipient of of the Miller hit, it looked like. And he'll get the game 2 minutes for roughing, and Mark going to pull off Owen Bentley there right now. So I think the only thing that positive thing that come out here, I know they want to see Jonah or Jamison Motika would light the lamp here to keep that point streak in check here. Johnson, can he get it through? Sammy Pie's down low looking to find it. Comes from the paint, and Davila going to intercept that one and send that the length of the ice. 8-1 Aquinas over B&D. 3:38 here, period 3. Now Brady Johnson gains the line. Brady Johnson going to try to walk through 3 people and going to still find it. And now he's going to give it to Motika. Motika for Johnson. Johnson on his backhand going to get that one through, and that one hit a leg. Stevens on the down low with Cummings, and kept in there by Sammy Pies. Good pass there for Johnson. Johnson for Motika, going to throw it to the net. Rebound, that was Stevens. Still free, and Reagan Gray, who's just, after giving up the first one, has been solid for the rest of this one all afternoon. So the
Aquinas faithful, happy to see it. He's got Coach Dozier putting some of his younger players out there, so they're getting some outstanding opportunity here, Steve. We'll see what happens.
Louis Ferrari, the freshman, going to take the draw here against Sammy Pies.
Can't measure hard.
And good draw there by Pies to win that one, and trying to get it through Cummings, and that one just missed in the bumper spot. Now Cummings going to come up with it again. Going to slow it down, going to get it back from Motika, going to rip it, and that one, nobody in front, taking away the eyes, and an easy save there for Reagan Gray. So 2:52 now to go, and Ferrari and Pies on the draw once again. Cummings being talked out of the circle and going to find that puck. It's going to be Aquinas. Comes right out in front and taken there by the Little Irish. That would be number 8, Blankenberg.
A lot of time on this.
40 seconds here to go, and here we go. Jamison Motika gains center, watched by Ferrari. Motika going to go down low. Motika finds Cummings, and they score. So there's an assist for Motika, another point for him. And Cummings with his second of the game. So Chase Cummings with 2 goals here in this one. I wish our voice could be a little more celebratory.
Yeah, but, listen, Steve, you needed to do that. You needed that. Listen, 8-2.
8-2. My biggest concern right now is Jake Hutchins going to be okay. That'll definitely be a storyline after this one, especially with Brady Johnson just coming back in the lineup. I think this is his first time he skated.
Little Mo
makes a nice stick there, and now sent back out of the line. First man back is Preston Veely, going to take a look, and that's icing with 2:12 here to go. So the B&D fans just still look on.
This has gone both ways. So you get where the Aquinas fans are coming from. They've been on the lopsided end of these things.
And you and I, it's very rare when we call these games. We have not been in this position much at all.
No.
This is foreign territory for you and I.
Correct.
I think you're handling it well, Eric, too. you're going to get through this.
Yeah.
Sent back into the Aquinas zone.
Bentley is still jawing. Oh no, that's Berger.
That's Berger. So Caleb Wood just going to slow it down.
Yeah, they're happy to slow this one
absolutely
down.
No rush at all. And now Wood going to skate it out. And errant pass there, intercepted by Veely, who will throw it back into the zone and taken there by number 27. That's Zachariah Smola. And now QC in his own end. QC going to reverse it back, and first man there is Smola. Oh, it's Smola again. He ran. Those are 2 freshmen right there, Smola and Champ. And
they'll see each other again, apparently.
Champ getting the. Actually, Smola is not a freshman. He's a junior. Here we go now. Sammy Pies trying to skate it out of the zone and runs into kind of his own man, but Cummings finds it and trying to get that one deep now is Motika for Cummings. Cummings looking for the hat trick. Intercepted by Sammy Pies. Sammy Pies down low. Going to still find the puck. Still with it. intercepted there by, looks like Muir, but kept in there by Bentley, and the glove down for Motika. Motika and Pies trying to find a little chemistry there, but intercepted, and it's Muir over the line. Muir going to throw that one down behind the cage, and he'll just go to the bench for a change. 35 ticks left in this one. Now Cummings kind of bat it down. Cummings trying to find the puck. He will. Cummings looking for the hat trick, and comes right out in front again. Bentley going to, no, not going to rip it. Berger now on the down low, 19 seconds left, trying to throw that one to the cage, and intercepted there by Louis Ferrari. And Bentley going to take a look up at the clock with 10 seconds left in this one. Just going to eat it, and no, he's not going to eat it, going to give it to Berger. But that will do it. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that's going to do it from Lakeshore Arena.
That's a big win for them, Steve.
That's a huge win for the Aquinas Little Irish. So we'll
Big
get
day.
the handshake and a very dejected looking B&D United as they line up for this handshake. And
leading the way, so Samuel T. Pies. Listen, this is, sometimes they say you got to get punched in the face if you're going to wake up sometimes, Steve.
Owen Shannon, the goaltender, leading the way. He is huge. Henry Mozicki's final shots on goal. Not up. Well, Henry Mozicki's final shots on goal have it 35-33 Aquinas. The scorekeeper says 43-24. I don't think those points are really relevant at this stage. And the Aquinas fans saluting their team as their team is about to salute them.
This is an Aquinas tradition, Steve. Win or lose, but this faithful deserves they deserve a good round of applause. A great game today by this Aquinas team, and
Mark Staley having a nice discussion with Aries Miller, and probably talking about a little frustration late in that one, but I thought Aquinas were pretty classy today, Eric. I mean, it gets a little physical at times. That's the nature of hockey, and they'll all go down low right now and talk it out with one another. And Coach Staley talking with the coaches, and
we're going to step back.
We'll step back here for the
you get a
game
roam there of the Aquinas faithful, Steve. But listen, we're here in Greece, New York, Lakeshore. Not BND's day today, Steve. But listen, these are games sometimes you need just to, you got to put a positive into it, Steve. It's a tough day at the office, but what do you do with it? You got to draw upon it. You got to turn it into a positive and wake up.
There's not many positives to draw. You can always find something. I thought Blake Laney getting some time early on was tested. He made some great saves.
Oh, yeah.
Being the future of this team right now in goal, I think that is one positive. I thought B&D started real well. Chase Cummings lit the lamp. He's been playing great hockey over the last stretch. But at the end of the day, it was just a mindset, it seemed. And it seemed like somebody popped the balloon on the B&D bench, and they just couldn't find anything after that.
Correct.
It was really hard to watch from a B&D perspective, whether you're a fan here, whether you and I were calling the game. But the Aquinas fans were certainly treated to a great game by their team here today. A lot of youngsters getting involved, and it's the same two guys once again who just lead the charge, Aries Miller and Mikey Dozier. They were brilliant here again today, and great to have an interview with Mikey Dozier's grandfather, Mike Dozier. A tremendous family, a lot of fun to talk with them all the time. And Aquinas has to be thrilled, Eric. At the flip side, what do you do on this bus ride home right now? Take us through the mindset of Coach Staley, Coach Kirkwood, the players. What goes on in that bus ride home?
Hey, Steve, the proverbial saying is, there's a reason why, right? The rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield. You can't look back. You got to look forward now. You got to put that one behind you. If you ever hear pro athletes, they say it best. That they know how to be like, it's done. That one's over. That one's in the books. Win or lose. Win or lose. I'm sorry. I'm in the way.
Let's help you out there.
I'm in the way here. But win or lose, you just never know. And then, or excuse me, not never know, but You got to put that one behind you. It's behind you. You learn from it, but you got to build on it, Steve. And it's look. Okay, we got punched. Over, done. What are we going to do? Are we going to, are we going to sulk? We're going to lower our heads, or we're going to pick our chins up and move forward.
You can't point fingers.
Nah, listen, you have an opportunity, and I expect, Steve, and I've said this the whole season long, those 4 captains are going to do something special now. This is where Mark goes, I might just step out. Captains take it over, and we'll see. But I'm sure that he has one of his monumental speeches that he's had there, and I've been a part of them, and it's been great to be a part of, and I've learned.
They're going to have to do it the hard way, Eric. This was a big game for sectional points.
Yeah.
But it looks like B&D will more than likely, depending on what happens. Mike Dozier taking off. Depending on what happens down the stretch. You got McQuaid twice.
Yeah.
You got Grease coming up next week. That's senior night.
Yep.
And it looks like you're going to have to do it the hard way on the road in sectionals. It's who in that room are going to collectively bring that room together, reset. Obviously, we'll find out. Hopefully, Jake Hutchins is okay because we talked about Brady Johnson being out of the lineup and how they responded against Portside and then went on the road against New Hartford. Today, absolutely felt like it was just a punch in the mouth. It's a step backwards. But here's what you do, Eric, and you said it the whole postgame. You pick yourself back up off the ground, you dust yourself off, and you have a short-term memory, and you bring it next week for senior night, and you get into a mindset and a rhythm. It's all about the energy in the room, the mindset in the room as you head into sectionals.
Oh, yeah. No, listen, look at the door is not shut now. It's wide open. Sectionals, everybody's 0-0. It doesn't matter, day one. And this is a team with a lot of power on it. You've seen it, Steve, but they got to hit on all phases. They've got to play offensively, defensively, and special teams. And we know what they can bring, special teams. They have 4 unbelievable seniors that are leading the way. Chase Cummings is coming in hot right now. So, look, I'll always take it positive. That's how I roll.
Yeah.
Sometimes to
Likewise.
a fault.
Yes.
To a fault. But we will be here the remainder of the season, you and I.
We will be on the road in Salmon River in February. But we are approaching sectionals, and this is the focus right now. You obviously got to stay healthy.
Yep.
You got to keep the right attitude. You got to find the right mindset, and you need to execute, and you need to buy in. And as Mark Staley says, he used the term nashi, not on score sheet type of stuff. Deflecting pucks, getting in lanes, finishing your shift, being awareness. All that stuff has to come to fruition. I believe it will. This is just a setback today, but sometimes a setback is a setup for something else.
Nicely said.
You like that?
Yeah.
So great to be here with you today. Hope you
Steve,
enjoyed it.
Or if you're in a situation like this and things are, maybe you jump on a cruise ship out of Cape Canaveral, like our production manager Spence is going to be doing.
Here's Bahamas soon.
And we're going to lay out his home address, everybody. So I'm just kidding. No, listen, well-deserved, man. This guy comes, he brings all the equipment. Steve and I just, we just kind of pack up and leave. I always feel guilty for a little bit. No, we always feel guilty leaving them with everything, but well-deserved, man. I hope you have a tremendous time. I myself, you're going to go to 80-degree weather. I'm going to 7-degree weather. Some may question the sanity, but tomorrow, Steve, is mammoth.
We're all optimistic. We're cautiously optimistic. A big one tomorrow in Orchard Park. Bills, Ravens. Josh Allen's biggest game as a Bill. Mm-hmm. But our executive producer Spencer White going to be on a Carnival cruise ship soon in the Bahamas. Eric Trifthauser and family will be at the Bills game tomorrow. We hope you enjoyed this one today. It wasn't a great game to watch from a B&D perspective, but we hope you enjoyed watching on the Varsity Media Network. For our executive producer Spencer White, I'm Steve.
I'll say this, Steve. Listen, we had a bloody good ride up here. Maybe we'll have a golden ride home, if you know what I mean. Listen. Yeah, Steve, you were finishing.
I was just going to say for Spencer White, Steve Pies, Eric Trifthauser, we really enjoy doing this on the Varsity Media Network. We hope you enjoyed it at home today. Our next broadcast will be next Saturday from the David M. McCarthy Memorial Ice Arena. That's a 1 p.m. start. That's also senior night. There'll be a little bit of pregame stuff. So we hope you have a great weekend. Go Bills.
Let's go.
We'll see you next time.